All right, 2020 Democratic hopeful Pete Buttigieg making his case for the White House at last night's Fox News town hall.
The tweets are, I don't care. It's a very effective way to command the attention of the media. It is the nature of grotesque things that you can't look away. Say a fairer, which means higher, marginal income tax rate on those earning the most. But when it comes to the general election, the right thing to do is just to have everybody's vote count the same. I believe that the right of a woman to make her own decisions is a national right.
Here to weigh in is GOP pollster Chris Wilson. Hey, Chris, thanks for being with us. So he had some interesting comments last night. Sounds like a nice guy, but do you agree with his policies? He wants to 4 different tax hikes. He says fairer means higher. You heard him say that. Abolish the Electoral College. A woman can choose to have an abortion all the way up to the very end. It's her decision. And he even, he's in New Hampshire. He's talking to these folks in New Hampshire about gutting the Electoral College, which means they would not have their votes wouldn't count.
Right. Well, I think it's interesting what he's doing in going on Fox, which when you've got the Elizabeth Warrens who basically go out and just attack all of Fox viewers and say, I don't want them and I don't want their vote, it's a smart move from him. It's clear he's picking a lane. It's the younger, well-informed, center-left candidate. But at the same time, there's really not much distinguishable between his policies and those of, say, a Bernie Sanders or an Elizabeth Warren. And so even though he puts a softer edge on it, I think at the end, he still comes off as somebody who is way too far out of the mainstream for American politics to be a president.
It does well with the white voters, but according to Fox News polling at 1% support among non-white primary voters.
Right, so which means he's got a real path in Iowa and New Hampshire, but once that primary goes to the South, he's going to have real trouble building any kind of a winning coalition in a South Carolina, in a Texas, in a Georgia, and even in a California, where the vote there is going to be heavily Hispanic, heavily African American. I think he's going to have challenges outside of major metropolitan areas. He's going to have challenges in outside of the Midwest. And so because of that, he's putting together, from a standpoint of being the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, a strong run, but he's going to flame out at some point.
What about being someone's vice president? Would he be a good vice president for Joe Biden?
You know, the problem with Joe Biden being the likely nominee, and he really is, you've got to say at this point, he continues to extend his lead, is that the Democratic Party is not going to accept a ticket with 2 white males on it. And Buttigieg, even though he may be homosexual, he's still white. And so because of that, you're going to have major coalitions of the Democratic Party, the African Americans and the Hispanics, are going to come out and say, no, we will not stand for this. You've got to have a Kamala Harris or someone like that as the VP nominee.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You bet. Thank you.